True Allen, what's going
What's
on,
up?
man?
How you
I,
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right, let's get this thing going. For those who have tuned in, welcome here to Scorebook Live Washington's Instagram feed. I'm Andy Buhler. I'm a statewide high school sports reporter with the website, and this is True Allen. He's
Yeah.
very accomplished Clarkston point guard. There's running through and kind of gathering the list of your accomplishments. It was a long one. So just to name a few, first team All State,
Yeah.
2A GNL Player of the Year,
Right.
um, state runner-up, and Clarkston's all-time leading scorer, assists, and made free throws. Is that right?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Well, thanks for joining us. I appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem.
So for those who have tuned in so far, we're gonna archive this conversation, this interview on the website scorebooklive.com/Washington later after the interview. But for those tuning in, please fire away, ask your questions, and we'll be happy to have them answered. And I'll ask True at the end of the interview. So appreciate you joining. We call this face to face. The last time you were playing competitive basketball, I'm sure, or one of the last times before everything shut down was the state championship.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Last time I was hooping.
since then, so much has changed. I hope, are you healthy, safe? Everyone, your loved ones, all safe and healthy?
Yeah. No, everybody's good. Just been staying safe. So yeah.
Good to hear. What does life look like right now? How are you staying in shape?
Just been running, trying to work out the track. Just some outside work, working with my pops and my brother. A lot of shooting outside my house and just stuff like that. Just trying to stay away from people.
Yeah, you leave Clarkson, like I mentioned, with a pretty impressive list of accomplishments. Um, coming into high school and as your career progressed, how important was it to leave the mark that you did? You made a pretty immediate impact as a freshman.
Right. I mean, I came in with the mindset of just kind of just become a hoop. I wasn't trying to do anything. I know my brother went through, set a good example, and then I just try to follow up and do what I can. So me leaving a good mark, it's obviously a blessing, but just something I'd be proud about.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to, I guess, a quick news item at the top is that last week you committed to Northwest Nazarene.
Right. Yep.
Um, you had your signing day ceremony with, under the stay-at-home social distance guidelines.
Right.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine growing up and as you went through this process, you pictured it to go like that. But, to make that decision, what went into it and what was that day like for you?
Just kind of a couple nights after the state tournament, went on that visit. Just kind of every night, just thought about it, what I want to do, and then just kind of came to the conclusion that it was the best fit for me, and that's what I'm gonna do. So decided to go ahead and sign it and make it happen.
You join another standout hooper from the state of Washington, Kyle Grueller from Skyview in the
Yeah.
2020 class. What separated Northwest Nazarene throughout the process?
Just the loyalty of their coaches, staff, and the community they have over there is real loving. So yeah.
Yeah, walk me through the signing day. I mean, I saw pictures, but it's like,
Yeah.
was it
Uh,
you guys were lined up? I mean,
I know my mom was talking about it, just like, oh, let's do it in front of school and this and that. So I was like, whatever you set up, like I'll do it. And so we did. And then Clue obviously showed up. It was nice though. My family was there. We're all spread out. And yeah, just doing the signing was nice. So
right on. So let's talk about your senior season.
okay.
There was always a sense, within the team and talking to Coach Jones that, if you guys got through the gauntlet of the GNL, which is tough on a year in a year out
Yeah.
basis, you get through, a tough district tournament and you get to the state tournament, that you guys could make some noise.
Right.
What made you guys so confident in that, if you got to the Sun Dome, anything could happen.
Right. Just being a leader on the team. I mean, just got to carry yourself with confidence. Got to carry the team with confidence. Every day we came in practice, we worked, pushing each other. I mean, there was times we were competing with our other teammates. We're going back and forth at it, and that's what it has to be, though. So once we got out of our league, I know we took an L against Pullman early, but nothing defined us. So we just kept working, and then once we got done with the league and we got our crossover games, we knew we could make a big run. So just staying confident in each other and believing, and we all was a big thing. we carried ourselves with blind faith. Just means believing one another, having their back no matter what. So that's what we did.
You make it to the Sun Dome. First game, I believe, first round. Gus Hagstead, senior guard, suffers a senior season-ending knee injury.
Right.
It's a tough blow on the first day of the state tournament, but you guys responded. What was the mindset there after that game?
Our coach gave us a mindset. He said, do it for Gus. So, and then a lot of our teammates, because Gus, I mean, he was obviously a big help. And for having him leave, we just had to play extra hard, make up the points he did, everything he did, rebounds, all of that. We had to make up for it. So it gave us another little motivation piece to keep going.
Did you feel like, as a team leader, as somebody who controlled the offense and had a really high level of understanding of what you guys did, at that point, how much did you feel like, hey, this is my moment too?
Right. I didn't doubt it one bit. I mean, yeah, we lost Gus, but I was like, hey, we made it this far. We could keep going. So just being the team leader, speak confidence into my team, and then go out there and lead them. And so I got to come out and I got to play on my A game so they see it and they're like, okay, follow along. So I just stayed confident in myself.
Yeah. So, just kind of going up and down your roster, Caden Frazier headed to Idaho for football. Alex Italia is playing soccer, I believe, at Peninsula.
Yep.
You're hooping at the next level. That's a pretty athletic roster, top to bottom. 9 seniors. When did you know that the group was capable of something special?
Oh, I'm gonna say our sophomore year. We playing together our sophomore year, all on varsity, and we didn't make a big run. We should have, but we took a game-winning buzzer beater. We lost to. So just that junior year, we just kept working, and all our teammates, they all work hard. So I knew we could have something special.
Yeah, different folks, players, coaches, people talk about, getting into playing in a big arena in a dome like the Sun Dome. It can be tough to score the ball. It's a little bit different from a trajectory standpoint. It felt like, once you got there, that's when you really lit up and played some of your best basketball. What was it about that stage?
I just remember last year, I actually had some tough games last year, so I had something to prove coming in this year, and can't really think about much. I mean, coach has my back, players have my back, so I just got to come out there and play, and happen to start playing good. So
one of the things that your coach Justin Jones loves about you so much is your high understanding of the game.
Right.
Your junior year, he started to let you kind of run things yourself.
Right.
Walk me through the process of not just getting comfortable running an offense, but excelling in it.
When the coach has your back, you could do a lot of things. So he gave me the keys. He's like, here, you run the plays, you run what you want. And we started to win. Team started to click and everything. So just to excel in it, I just feel like thanks to my coach for Justin to give me the opportunity and my teammates for believing in me, because otherwise I wouldn't even been able to. I mean, I could call plays, but if they don't believe in me, they don't believe it's going to work, nothing would have happened. So just a lot of faith in my team, honestly.
Did it couldn't have hurt that, before high school you watched your brother Trayvon Allen win a couple of state titles and you saw their runs, I'm sure, up pretty close.
Yeah. It's always been a motivation because if he could do it, it put faith in all of us that we could do it. So we're all every day, that's what we worked for, try to work for a ring. So, it was a long journey and it was fun.
So your brother, like I just said, he 2-time state champ. He played at Idaho, just wrapped up a great college career. Your dad, Alan, played professional football.
Right.
Your mom, from what I hear, is a baller too.
She is a little hooper.
What was it like growing up in such an athletic household?
Just a lot of work, a lot of motivation. Hear their stories, hear what they've had success, and just working with my pops and my brother, especially in the gym, day in, day out. So just a lot of motivation. Just keep working.
When you got to high school, did you feel prepared from a work ethic standpoint, knowing what it took, to be good, to be great?
Yeah, no, I definitely felt prepared, but definitely had a lot to prove, a lot to work on, and I thank my mom and dad for that. They put me in the right spots to get better and have success. So, yeah.
So you surpassed Josh Heifeld as the all-time leading scorer at Clarkston. That's a big name. That's somebody who carries a big stick in not only that part of the state, but a lot of people in the Pacific Northwest remember his time at Gonzaga.
Right.
Walk me through. Did you know when you passed him was a big deal made of it?
It wasn't a big deal, but I personally, I had it marked where how many points I needed to pass him. So, I mean, I would tell my mom middle of season I needed like 250, 250, and like I only had like a couple games, not a couple, but like 10 or so. And she was like, "Well, that's gonna be hard to do." And I was like, "I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna pass him." So I just kind of set my mind to it, and every day in practice, I worked on things to create so I could score, other than just driving and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it wasn't a big deal. I don't think very many in the community even knew. Just personally, I knew I passed him when I did it.
What was that bucket like?
Oh, what was I don't know what. Okay, I don't remember the exact bucket. I just remember the
How
game
many
I
points
passed.
did you need going into that game?
Oh, I only needed 8. I only needed 8.
Okay.
So I knew I was getting it that game. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's one. So, what meant more, passing Heifeld or passing your brother?
Oh, Highfield for sure.
Yeah.
My brother, his was like 1250 or something. Like that's a lot, but Highfield had like 1380 or something, and I was like, okay, I got to get that. And just to see my brother's name up there and my name means something to me, other than a different name. Keep
hmm
the Allen up there.
Yeah, no kidding. So, you guys, you're getting ready now to make a step to the next level in your athletic academic career. What's your timeline right now? When do you head to Idaho?
Idaho, and then you?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, well, yeah.
well, as of right now, the quarantine. So, I mean, as far as I know, I'll be coming in the fall. But hopefully, this Corona stuff stops and I can get there sooner and run some camps and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. Staying in shape. I mean,
oh yeah,
do you feel confident in, what you've been doing right now?
right, yeah. Like I said, I've been working out a lot. Just staying in shape, get my body right for the next level. Obviously, gain some weight, gain some muscle, stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be prepared.
Okay, so we're gonna do a segment that we've done with our previous interviewees here on Face to Face. It's called Rapid Fire, so it's pretty
Okay.
self-explanatory. I
Yep.
toss a question your way, you lob it right back to me, rapid fire.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. What's your favorite sports movie?
Ooh, Coach Carter.
Favorite non-sporting activity?
I like to fish.
Best movie or TV show you've watched during quarantine?
Quarantine. I'm gonna go Friday. I like.
Friday?
Yeah,
Okay. That's a rewatch then.
for sure. Yeah.
Most creative way you've worked out in the last few weeks?
Ooh, carrying some. I was doing farmer walks and I was carrying 2 jugs of water. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Um, what's your warm-up music? Favorite warm-up music?
Ooh, I've been listening to Lil Baby.
Okay.
Yep.
Favorite musician?
Mm, I don't know. I don't know on that one.
If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
Ooh, MJ, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Favorite pro sports franchise?
I'll go Chicago Bears. It's football, but yeah.
There you go. Okay, we're getting a good viewer question right now. This comes from Evan and W. How do you feel about moving on to a bigger stage in Nampa? Being a local Lapaway and Clarkston guy, how do you feel about moving on to a new environment?
It's exciting. It's exciting. I'm happy for it. Move on and just to play against some good competition. I'm excited though. Yeah.
Okay, we've got another question that I'll get to. This one might be a little bit self-serving, but this comes from Italia21. What was it like playing with Alessandro Italia?
It was great, man. I mean, every loose ball, every rebound, I knew he was on it. Trusted him 100%, and he's actually one of the players I went back and forth with in practice. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would have been pretty important in practice to be able to challenge yourselves
Oh yeah.
and everything
Oh yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah.
You guys graduated, 9 seniors, a solid senior class.
Hmm.
But you look forward in the program. One thing Clarkston's always done really well is reload.
Right.
How confident are you in the next generation of Bantams?
I mean, I'm pretty confident with our coach. They have Justin. He's a good coach, so no matter who comes through there, he's gonna make sure they're ready. So I'm pretty confident in them.
Awesome. Well, True, thank you so much for joining us here on Scorebook Live's Instagram and face to face. It was great talking with you, and I wish you the best of luck going forward.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Right on. Talk soon, man.
Yep. See ya.